Raise your hands if you figured out we're doing Wyrm today. Okay, good, I thought so. If the previous episode was any hint, we've actually basically run out of bosses to beat, so he's the last one. So we need to make our way over to the 3rd floor and see what's up. So I really want to do the... I guess we'll just have to experiment with Wyrm. I haven't fought him in a while. I'm pretty sure he has an attack debuff, beat down, some fire. I'm sure he won't be a problem. Maybe do I really want to switch out Katrina? She's fast. I think the main thing that's drawing me to Katrina now is the fact that she's really, really fast. Let's go over to the 4th stratum and get this initiated, shall we? We can worry about whether our team is right later. This is, I seem to have mispronounced the 3rd stratum. It's technically the 3rd stratum and not this 4th stratum. I need to also get an erratic thread. I don't know what I was thinking. I am not very bright right at this moment, but that will be fixed. Erratic thread get. Going over into the 3rd stratum. There we go. Step into the lava cavern. We notice 2 girls poring over a map. Seems suspiciously out of place. You decide to investigate. Alright, EO2 Ronin and EO... Actually, this is EO1 Ronin and Hexer. So, technically EO1, EO2, doesn't matter. The Ronin and Hexer, the key hidden classes in the first 2 games. So, well, except they weren't hidden in the 2nd game. Ah, I'm getting sidetracked. Ask the girls who they are, the foreign swordman responds with difficulty. She's Hiragi, and the girl over there is Agamidi. Cool. Well. Maybe it's the fact that they're in a hot cavern and they can't focus. I'm not sure. She's bored. Agamidi looks up and nods with an understanding expression, forcibly pulls Hiragi away. Though we were worried about them, we call our objective and return to it. Of course, it won't tell you what your objective was. It's to find the pointed rocks, I think. So we're gonna go down 2 floors to the designated B11th floor, where the Wyrm is going to wait for us. Except he isn't, because we have to solve a puzzle first. But we've been keeping track of that on our map. I should at least think so. Right here. Yep. If you have the courage, let me pull it up. Alright, well, that's one. You hail them, Hiragi's speech is too vague and Agamidi is too disinterested to convey anything. Thanks, guys. Scratch your head over the enigmatic pair, Agamidi suddenly claps her hands as if struck. She grabs hold of Hiragi's hands and pulls her deeper into the labyrinth. Cool. Here's the 2nd rock. We should run into the 2 again. Hiragi's and mumblings and wings are trying to communicate, but you still can't understand her. Judging by expression and gestures, though, it could be that they are also seeking the red dragon. Agamidi abruptly turns from playing with stones on the ground to you and speaks. Bingo! Without another word, Agamidi drags Hiragi away by the hand. Alright, cool. Now I need to find out where the last rock is, and I have no clue. Okay, so it was here. Alright. I didn't know where the last rock was. I was just paranoid about this not being the right spot. Pull that stone. Yay! Shaking cavern! Or, better idea, instead of going to face the dragon immediately, we go and do this thing called preparing. Actually, let's walk a bit, just to see if the, yeah, these 2. Terrified by the dragon's cry, does not notice you. Inside the red dragon takes precedence over the girls and hurry up to your destination. Well, game, I don't want to get my ass kicked immediately, so I'd rather get the game saved and do a little bit of prep before I go in and, you know, destroy myself against the Wyrm, but, you know, just me. Fastest route to Wyrm is to use this shortcut, go down these stairs, and then go over, take the raft, and go fight a Wyrm, and that's the fast route. And I technically took the long way around and just cut in right when it happened to be the shortest route, but it's just, don't waste your time. I wasted like 5 minutes just wandering around, just remembering that, oh hey, there isn't a raft here, so I can't go this way, I have to come in through the top, and it's like, oh, the easiest way through the top would have been the, yeah, it's just, don't waste your time. So, let's turn our butts around and go face us a Wyrm. Scorching blast of melon intent comes directly at us. Look forward to the source of a gigantic red dragon clad in crimson flames. This must be Wyrm. Red dragon seems to sense your reasons for being here and slowly rises to battle. Take up your weapons and kill him. Cool. Meet Wyrm. He is a red dragon with beat, scorching fire, and probably going to kill me. But I try to leave out that last part. He has an attack debuff, and I'm thinking guard protect is the way to go, and we're just going to kind of leave Katrina to do little damage. She's not going to be doing much. Also, I brought regroup tactics awesome in this fight because he uses confusion. Sign me up. Oh, but I have to abandon protect order. Wait, I think if I use regroup first, maybe it won't. This is time for me to do some testing with regroup tactics. So if this fails spectacularly because of regroup tactic, I don't know why. But guard protect, regroup. So that's okay. That's our 3 buffs: guard protect, regroup. Eagle. I'm using guard protect, regroup. I can't use provoke as much as I'd love to. You have to use anti-fire anyway. I brought Hellfire into this fight. I am doomed. Not really. Wyrm doesn't heal, so we should be able to kill him no matter what, even if it's going to take a little bit longer. There's Searing, his fire attack. He's not as fast as the other dragons, which is awesome because it means Lifer can actually do his job. So we can guard protect with back row. This is about the only time Katrina's going to have reasonable attack levels. And bodyguard one of the Zeros in case he decides to go happy on them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits for 60 is bad. Not good damage. Sweet. Alright, that was awesome. That somehow didn't manage to confuse anyone. I'm pretty sure that status inflicts confusion. I say that status, yeah. That was exactly what I mean. Switch to guard protect up. Slash item with your sword. Use Ice Star. Use bodyguard on... Who do we need bodyguard? Who do we want confused? Oh yeah, that question. Who do we want the confused the least? The answer is obviously Kira. Just in case the regroup tactic actually doesn't apply. I'll see. It might actually apply, but it may be an ordering thing. Like maybe regroup tactic has to be the first buff in order for it to work. Maybe it's a bug. There's that red thing again. Oh, that does binds. You're a jerk face. But it's not. It must be leg bind. And I reason that because he has an attack called Beat, which though it hits a lot of times and does a lot of damage, it doesn't have high accuracy. So that's what I'm thinking. Guard Protect is just going to protect us like a boss. So we set up Epic Charges again. That's Dark Ether. Is this Leg Bind? Yeah, it's just Leg Bind, so... I'm gonna assume he has something that targets that, and just Bodyguard. I mean, I don't remember this guy's attacks completely, but let's just play it safe. Red Fang again. Cool. More Leg Binds. I can dig it. Alright. I'm gonna keep exchanging guard protects until it's pretty much no point to, so... I assume he doesn't have a way to rid us of it. Okay, so this turn is a anti-fire turn. He could also put up his attack buff. Both would be bad, but we'll see what he actually does. Oh right, one of the Zeras didn't have it. That means that one Zera doesn't have the element protection, probably. Oh boy, offense lower and confusion at the same time, my favorite. Confused. Okay, so regroup tactic kinda worked? Okay, why did it work on that Zera, but not on anyone else? Is what I want to know. Did Zera just naturally recover from that in the first turn? Is that the game we're playing? The only reasonable thing I can come up with is that that didn't affect anything. I also kind of want to test if Ice Star is weaker when the offense is down, but I can't be for sure. Also, Katrina is getting bodyguarded like no one's business. So, what sucks is Katrina has a weapon with curse on it. If she starts hitting teammates with that thing, we're gonna have to deal with random curse as well, so this is going to suck. Okay, so no one got cursed. Good. Okay, Beat does stun, which is I'm not a giant fan of, but this game is, so that's proof of regroup tactic not cooperating with Protect Order on the Zera in the back left. It's giving her things, so I'm gonna go with regroup tactic isn't doing its job and I should stop relying on it until proven otherwise. Yeah, we'll send an attack in the back. We need to protect. Now, we may as well discard protect. Yes, discard protect. Ice Star. I want to see if this offense down reduces their damage. Who do I want? I don't want. Well, I don't mind if these two guys get cursed. It's if one of these Zeras get cursed is when things start going super bad. The good thing about having guard protect up is that basically no one's gonna die to Katrina. So that's awesome. No, the offense down does not affect magic. That is amazing. So I am basically invincible. And he's not going to affect my magic at all. Which means as long as I'm not dead, as long as I don't die by stupidity, we got this fight in the bag. So, hip hip hurrah. Oh, come on. Actually, if Katrina hits Kira and whatever. Oh boy, more confusion. Okay, this is why virus scanners is such a good skill. But, yeah. Anti-fire. This is why virus scanner is a really good skill. Also, well, 17 damage killed him, so that was awesome. Got a fire skill. Yeah, let him get away with the confusion in the end, but it didn't really matter. Got him pretty close to death before I just decided I didn't need to do it anymore. He was actually kind of scary at the end, but he didn't pull through, so we're fine. Pretty long fight, though. Trust me, that fight only gets faster, and if I had brought Absolute Zero with me, it would have been breeze, but, didn't bring Absolute Zero with me. Was not perfect, though this team seems to handle the dragons exceptionally well. And the fact that Wyrm doesn't have healing is nice, too. Red Heart. Reached the cap. It goes up to level 99 now. And that is it. Regered immensely as warriors as you turn to leave the battleground, it's these two again. Aragi and Agamidi waltz into the dragon's hall with innocent looks. You get them wondering if you could get a coherent explanation for their presence if you asked. Pair are so incongruous that this hall you can't help to ask why they're here. Points at you as she looks back and forth in the map, speaking silently to Agamidi. Then that you pull a shovel from their pack and begin digging where the red dragon had been seated. What in the world could they be doing? Your curiosity forces you to ask them about it. Aggie then points out the red mark on her map. To you, it seems to point to this hall. You ask them where this map came from, but Haragi's hesitant answer is circuitous and vague. She seems to mean that Agamidi's father was an astrologer who drew the map on the Elder's advice. The pair evidently followed the map to the Red Dragon thinking it had some sort of treasure. Sounded by their naivety, you tell them that this map shows not the treasure, but a dreadful beast. Agamidi freezes in the shovel in her hands, falling away before she slowly turns to face you. Eventually, she seems to recognize that you're telling the truth and begins packing to leave. One last time, she drags the poor befuddled Haragi away out of the Red Dragon's Hall. Though the battle is over, you feel more exhausted. You decide to leave this place. Okay, cool. So I did buy an Arani thread, right? Me buying Arani threads? Never. See you guys when I get out of here. Let's go back to the Nipir's firm, sell off the vast scale. This is going to give us access to a knife. The Futsumo. Oh, it's going to give us access to the sword, the Dragon's Bane. Cool. So you get those 3 scales and you get an awesome sword. What does this sword do, you may ask? Well, hang on a second as I sell off all the 3rd stratum junk I got from wandering around the 3rd stratum so much. It hurts. It hurts how much I just traveled around that stratum. Anyways, gives you access to this sword. It has 8 slots on it. It's a sword. It's awesome. It's a sword. The problem is, if you want to forge all 8 of these slots, you need to kill the dragons 8 times for their normal drops. Insanity. Insanity. So, I don't think I'll be grinding the dragons. Grinding dragons takes so long, but eventually my team will be able to beat them much faster, but as it is right now, farming for Dragon's Bane forges seems a little ridiculous, though not impractical, just ridiculous. It just takes a while, is what I'm getting at. So we don't need it. We're going to be trying to get the dragons conditional as they come. That's it for the dragons. We beat them all. So what's next? Elder Dragon? No. Screw that guy. Next time, I'm not sure. We probably, if I feel brave enough and are stupid enough and I somehow find a way to kill the Elder Dragon, I'll try the Elder Dragon next episode. But otherwise, it's going to be 6 stratum stuff, so I'm going to see you guys then. Bye-bye.